You want to build your 3-bedroom house. It's a dream that you've nurtured for a long time. But now here is the challenge. What will be the cost of constructing this house up to the roof level? You know, what is the cost of constructing the shell of this house? Worry no more. Welcome to Gen Z today. My name is Orio Victor. With over 20 years experience in the construction industry, I want to share some of this experience with you so that you can have knowledge about how to go about when you want to start building a house. So this is a 3-bedroom master bedroom and suite with a dining room and a pantry. 2 bedrooms, they share a common toilet and a common shower. Yeah, all the bedrooms have enough space for a 2 bed of size 3 feet, and also space for a wardrobe, and even then also it also has a foyer, as a, so when you access the house, you just don't bump into the lounge. Yeah, there's a foyer that allows you to access other areas of the house without necessarily passing through the lounge. So let us discuss the cost of building this house so far. I know that's what you're looking for, and people are preoccupied a lot with the cost of construction, which is obvious because without money, really, there is nothing that you can do. Yeah. So we started with the usual setting out and marking out of the trenches, as you can see from the video. We are marking the trenches we are marking the lines for the trenches so that we can dig. As you are aware, the reason for digging a foundation is to find a firm ground where you can place your house safely. Then after doing the setting out, then we did the excavation. You dig the ground until you reach a level that is firm, and where you can do your strip foundation, or where you can put your bases. As you can see, this is a maram area. The soil is good, so we're just going down about 2.5 feet. Remember, every ground has its own type of soil. Some are maram, some are black rotten soil, some are red soil. So it determines how you're going to dig and what you're going to do. For us, every strip foundation, we always consider to do a light gauge reinforcement like this one. The ground is good, but just to help with the foundation and to reinforce the tensile strength, we normally do a light D8 reinforcement on it. Then we do the concrete, the strip foundation. It's about 8 inches thick. Like this, like as you can see, this is what we did. This is a strip concrete foundation, ratio of 1:2:4. That is for 1 cement and 2 parts of sand and 4 parts of ballast. This is actually the one that helps the house to to spread and take the load to the ground. So you have to do it well, so that you make sure that every load that will come from the house, from the roof all the way down, can be taken safely to the ground without necessarily having an issue on the house. No cracks, no settlement that can affect the house. Steel reinforcement of D8. Yep. We have a column base there. We have 1 at the backyard and 3 at the front of the house. Yeah, after the strip foundation, we did the foundation walling using 9-inch quarry stones all around the house. Then we did the backfilling with hardcore and maram on top, compacted it. Then we had the DPM of 1,000 gauge sheet. Then we did our electrical conduits for the sockets. We also did for drainage for the toilet and for the flow trap on the slab. And then we did a concrete and we also put a BRC mesh of A98 just to help us with the reinforcing of the slab. Yeah, yeah. We even had the anti-termite. We thought of everything. The slab, we did a slab of 100 millimeter thick. That is 4 inches. As you can see, it has come out well. We even did a sunken part for the entry porch. Up to here, from setting out all those works that we did for the substructure, the ones that you can see and the ones that you can't see, the total cost of the substructure, that is up to and including the slab, was 615,000 shillings. That is what we used up to and including the ground floor slab. Then, of course, the next stage is the ground floor walling. Of course, we did the screening. We mapped out the rooms again using the same profile that we had done before, so that the wall above the ground is aligned with the wall on the foundation for good and strong transmission of loading from the roof coming downwards. As you can see, this is the walling. The external part, we've used the 9-inch quarry stones. We would say to do bush about 4 courses from the slab. Then above the slab, we just done what we call on the ground smooth. So the external part, we use 9-inch stones, as you can see. Quarry stones is good in terms of strength, also in terms of it's weather resistance. It doesn't need to be plastered, and then it's much stronger. So sometimes people like to use it, although it's expensive in the long run. That is a choice that this client made. Sometimes we do machine cut for the external wall, then we do the plaster both inside and outside. So this is what we've done. The front has three columns, as you can see. Then internally we did 6-inch machine made block. They're also very strong nowadays. They even put hardeners on them, and they're very strong stones. In fact, the electricians and plumbers normally have a challenge when they want to hack and put the pipes. Yeah, so we use 6-inch, which is also a kind of value engineering, whereby you analyze an aspect in a construction in terms of the cost and the functionality and the efficiency of that area. So 6-inch block still works well for the internal walling for this house, being it's not a very big house. So the total cost up to and including the total cost of the walling was 497,000 shillings. Remember, we also had hoop iron in between. Our ratio was one bag of cement to 3 wheelbarrows of sand, and it's good quality sand that we used. Yeah, so everything, including the columns, we used 497,000 Kenya shillings. Then next after that, now we go to the ring beam. We had 2 different sizes of the ring beams. The external wall had a ring beam of size 200 millimeters by 300 millimeters, while the internal one had a ring beam of size 150 millimeters by 300 millimeters. The difference comes as a result of the size of the wall that has been used on the external wall and the internal wall. That's the difference, yeah. But for the bars, all of them have 4D12 as the longitudinal bars that are running. And then the rings, we put D8 at 200 millimeters center to center, and then binded it well and placed it with a formwork that has been done well. Our formwork, normally we put polythene bag in between, as you can see, some black thing that is in between the beam formwork, so that to help in controlling cement or the slurry when you are concreting. And also, when it comes out, even just before the plaster, it's looking presentable and it's looking nice and and professionally done. So that is the size of our ring beam that we've done. And then in between also we will remember to put the hoop iron. The hoop iron is to help in fastening the wall plate. Remember also, after the ring beam, we also have another extra course that we're going to put. This will take the height of the house, or rather the headroom, that is the floor to ceiling height, to 2.9 meters high. We do that so that in case the client wants to do an elaborate ceiling design, maybe using gypsum or any other material, then he'll still have a space, enough space for him to do that. Otherwise, if you not intending to do anything special, and maybe you're not living in a very hot area, 2.7 meters is enough. So remember, we said the height of the wall is 2.4, then the ring beam is 300 millimeter. That is the height of the ring beam. Then after that, add another one course. So your house should have a minimum of 2.7 meters headroom from floor to ceiling. Anything above that is allowed depending on the choice, depending on the lifestyle, or depending on what you want to do. All right. So the cost of the ring beam, it's work in progress, but it's estimated at 328,000 Kenyan shillings. Okay, 328,000 Kenyan shillings. Then after the ring beam, for the elegantile roof that we're going to use the charcoal gray, together with all the timber work for the wall plate, the trusses, and all the members, the buttons, together with the fisherboard. The cost of the roof is actually estimated at 730,000 Kenya shillings. Yeah. Then when you look at the windows and the external doors, we are estimating them at 170,000 shillings. So the cost of building the shell for the 3-bedroom house that you've seen is 2,170,000 Kenya shillings. So if you have 2,170,000 Kenya shillings, you can be able to build the shell of this 3-bedroom house up to that stage, as we have discussed. Then now then look for more money to finish the plaster, the fittings and finishes of the house. This is Ujenzi Today. Please subscribe and comment. Let us hear your thoughts about building a house in the comment section. Thank you.